Listen, internet, let me wrap things up with what's going on around here, okay? New gig starts tomorrow. That is my brand new gig. I should be doing a morning routine with this gig. So it's going to be something like 7, I think it's like 7 to 6 or 8 to 6, something like that. That's their hours of operations. They do have overtime, and they do want you available for it. So there's probably going to be a couple days where I will not have any time to stream because of that. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. This is a really touch and go thing because it's a brand new job. I've never done it before, and I don't know what to expect. It's pretty much like when I did the Walgreens thing, except I kind of had a good idea what that was going to be like. This one, never really done any research on this kind of thing. A call center for a bank. So that's the way things are now. It's I had a really good last 2 weeks. Basically, I thought of it a vacation, but the truth is I wasn't working at all, so I didn't make any money. So it's a little bit of it's going to be a little rough because I actually just got paid my last check, and I'm going to have to go. I mean, I'm going to be working. I'm probably going to have to go most of this month without making a dollar, which is really quite frightening. But be that as it may, it's kind of what has to be done. To be honest with you, I prefer that because, honestly, 2 weeks of being able to stream has just been the coolest fucking thing. I mean, it's so great. It's so great to be able to stream. It really is. And even though I lost a lot of money because I didn't work for a week, I still prefer that because we put in a lot of stream time together and we did a lot of shit during those 2 weeks. So I am very, very happy that I did that. I might not feel so happy later in the month, but I mean, I'm starting to work tomorrow and, new paycheck coming down. I don't know how any of that works really, but we'll see how it goes. That's the deal. So for the next, I would say for the next week, there's a pretty strong chance that you won't really be seeing me around. I did get a little bit of a stream here just to kind of contact you guys, let you know that I'm alive, everything's good. We streamed a lot. I didn't get to stream yesterday because of a nasty weather, and it's still here. But it's been dying down today. It's not too bad. So that's why I was able to do this. But because I got to eat, and, I've got to wake up early in the morning, I'm going to try and get an early sleep in tonight. I don't think it's going to happen, but I need to clear my agenda tonight and just be ready for that. Really, that's the end result here. For the last 2 weeks, I've been able to prioritize streaming, and it's been wonderful. I fucked up here and there because I tried to do a morning sleep schedule that made me not want to stream. So I didn't get to stream as much as I wanted, but I did get to prioritize streaming. And that was really, really great. I had a lot of fun doing it. We played we put in a lot of time in a lot of different games. So I think we had a really good couple of weeks. But here is back to the daily grind for me. If everything works out okay, I should be doing daytime streams, a lot like this one. Not so early today, but I get off work as late as 6, I think is the latest, assuming I don't do overtime. So get all my affairs in order. I could be starting around as early as 8 or 9 o'clock, go until about midnight. It's not too many hours, but that's probably about what I would do. And then just get ready for the day and the next day. I got to wake up 7 o'clock, I think is my start time right now. If it stays that way, I mean, it could be as early as 6, which would kind of suck because they start at 7 o'clock. But we'll see how that goes. It should be okay. I'm going to be very flexible with these guys because, unfortunately, as much as I want streaming to take over, that's just what it is. That's going to happen on its own. I can't work towards that. So I got to be as available as I can for these guys and let them dictate whatever schedule I get. And that will be that. I think that really covers it all, guys. I really do appreciate you guys always hanging out. The last 2 weeks have been great. I'm really hoping that this new schedule gets me on the daytime shift so that you guys can join me more often. I won't be streaming at 3, 4 a.m. anymore. Those days are... At least I won't be starting. I might bleed into those hours. We'll see how that goes. But at the very least, I won't be starting at those really wacky hours. And that's going to help me out a lot. And hopefully it will help you guys out a lot too, because a lot of you guys are more my time. Although I haven't seen a couple of you dudes in a while, like Mr. Mammoth and stuff. Hopefully I didn't screw everybody out of their time zones. But, it's just what it is, right? And this job is a better job than I had last time. It pays more. Physically, I'm hoping that physically it won't be draining because it is just an office kind of job. I will be sitting there taking calls. That is really good news for me because physically, I was so exhausted at the end of my retail gig. I just didn't have the energy to stream. So let's all cross our fingers and hope that everything works out great so that I can come back more regularly, play the way that I want to, get everything square. Honestly, even at my last job, I streamed a lot. It's just I want to change my hours that I want to stream. So we'll see how it goes. If the worst thing happens and I lose it, well, I guess I'm just going to have to do unemployment for a while and find a new gig. I mean, I don't know how else to do it. That's probably going to be it. There's jobs around here. They're not very enticing. But I got that Walgreens thing as a very sudden thing. It was an emergency. I needed it. When we were leaving the old place, I needed a gig, and then it worked out really well. My brother got a gig there too, so me and him both working Walgreens was really, really good, and it was great timing. It was perfect and everything. So as much as I shit on how my experience went with my store, I was still there over a year, and it worked out. And my brother's still working with them, and his store is actually looking good, and he's having a good time there. Although they are changing some personnel, and he is worried about that. I am too. But in any case, I think that's going to cover everything, man. Listen, I really do appreciate it. I can't say it enough times. You guys are always awesome. Always shitting on everything I have to say. Always shitting on me personally. But you know what? I'm willing to take it. Because I can share in my video games, and that means more to me than anything else in the world. And frankly, if you guys couldn't shit on me, then you couldn't talk about video games openly, and that's some bullshit. If you wanted that, you just go to any other stream. There's a million of those kind of streams where you can go stroke each other's dicks about video games that you all agree with. Here, you can stroke your dick over games nobody likes. That's kind of the appeal of the game, of the stream, rather. Is basically that. So, I will catch you guys next time. I think I'm going to have to give this a clip and just throw it up on YouTube because I will be gone I will be not streaming probably for a while. I don't know how long. I would say the week, maybe. But I will be on Twitter, so hit me up on there if you want to know what's going down. I will be trying to stream as soon as I can. As soon as I can get into the rut of this new job, I will go back to streaming. What I will stream is still kind of up in the air. I think I'll finish the Dark Souls 3 run. I just have the last two bosses there. I got the Unnamed Knight and the last guy. After that, I got a PS2 emulator. I could play Onimusha 3, which I wasn't really thinking about. After Eris played Onimusha 1 and 2, I kind of feel like the third one would be cool. And I actually liked it. It had a great combat system, if I remember right. So, other than that, I mean, fucking Tekken is always on the table. I got to play more of that. I really got to step it up. I'm also trying to change my diet. So I'm doing like all sorts of weird. I'm doing like a big overhaul with this job, right? I'm doing like a whole reevaluation of life kind of thing, and always putting streaming first. But now that I'm not doing a job that's physical, I'm worried about my health, and I'm not gonna have a lot of time between streaming and working to like walk like I used to do. So I'm gonna try and get a better diet, try and low carb it. That's kind of how I did it last time, and it worked really well for me. So there's a lot happening, but I will always be here, and I will always be streaming video games because it's fucking great. It's the greatest thing. I mean, I love stream. It doesn't matter what I play. I could play complete garbage and have the greatest time in the world. So have a wonderful night. If anybody is new, I doubt it, but if you are, please hit the follow. I appreciate follows a lot. We had an influx of new dudes, which was really cool. I think quite a few from Something Awful. I play games like crazy. I play games as much as possible, and the hope someday is that this becomes a big thing, and that I can do this as my job. That would be great, but that's something that just has to happen on its own. I don't think that's something you can really force. I mean, you could, but then you'd be like all these other fucking streamers out there, and frankly, I'm not interested in that. I'm a lot more interested in talking about games, being engaged with people, this weird kind of, Dr. Disrespecting that happened a while ago. Like, everybody does their own thing, right? But literally caricature and fucking being a clown for people, like, I'm just not into it. It's not what I'm interested in. I like my video games, and I want to share them. That's what I like. So it's going to take a long time, probably, to build this stream, and there's a chance it might never happen. But I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that things stay alive, and I'll probably be at this for a long time. So have a wonderful night, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out. I will hopefully catch you not too long, but we'll just have to see how it goes. And, yeah, again, just hit me up on Twitter, and that's it. Take care, everybody.